tonight was definitely better. Struggled a little bit all weekend. Little bit of stuff with the bike going on. There's some clutch stuff going on, so stuff with the bike. The track was tough though. It's always soft and ruddy over here, and it's actually like still soft, but really slippery and a little bit drier here this year than it normally is. So the track was tough. It's tough to pass on, but it was fun. This race is awesome. This is, for me, my favorite Euro favorite Euro race that we do. So Eric does an awesome job with that. Pumps him up every year. So yeah, no, it's fun weekend.
Hey, I mean, this was like a full last-minute deal, like you were telling me. So how was it to bring everything and find out, like, okay, I'm here? Because it sounded like nothing got to plan until you got here.
Yeah, it was a little bit last minute, and just made the best of it. Brought over the minimal stuff, just to make the most of it. And but like I said, I enjoy doing this race every year. This is my favorite one of all the Euro races that we get to do in the off season. So I was pumped to come over, and wish I would have done a little bit better. But we got another month for Anaheim and just keep working. It's good to kind of see where I'm at with some stuff, and still putting stuff together for next year. So stuff's still up in the air a little bit. So I've been working on that at home, and so it's good to get a race under my belt, and get out of the practice mode.
I crashed the first practice of the weekend and in the whoops and tweaked myself a little. Nothing bad. I just was sore all weekend, but so that was unfortunate. And then struggled with bike setup a lot, and then made some phone calls to home. And for the main event last night, got the bike good. I pretty much whole shotted, led after the race, and then it was a good battle for a little bit. And then I pushed the front end, crashed, so I ended up fourth. And then today, better in practice. Bike was working pretty good. Heat race second, and then main event, bad start. Worked up to Mookie, and then we diced it hard for 5 laps. Made a few passes. It was super aggressive, but not too crazy, I don't think. And I think he got me good at the end. I didn't make my last one stick good enough. He held up tough, and he got me at the end. So it was a little bit for me frustrating because I didn't feel 100% comfortable all weekend, and I don't know if it's from the crash or what, but I think I rebounded good Friday night, and tonight was just a struggle a little bit, but I definitely have a lot of stuff to work on, and luckily I have a few weeks, so that's the thing good about coming over here is I found some issues that I don't think I would have really found at home practicing, so I think all in all, it's good for the first 2 races, and go home and work on the few things that I think I need to work on. I'm going to head back to Florida. I've been in Charlotte for a while now, so go back to the compound and do some training and go testing with the guys and get good for Anaheim. That's what matters.
Hey, when we last talked a few weeks ago at Lille, how much has the bike come around, and how much did you get to bring over?
Unfortunately, we haven't gotten any parts, so we're not a factory team anymore, really. We don't really get any factory support. Not that we did at Yamaha either, but they were on Yamahas for 9 years, so it's a little bit tough to get parts right now just because we're such a new team, a new bike. So I think the only thing I brought here was a little bit different suspension and some engine hangers to get a little different flex on the bike. So yeah, it's been a little tough. Definitely looking to go home and get a few more things on my bike, and I know what I need and I know what I want. So here, I think I could have used a few things that could have made me a lot better. All in all, everyone's working super hard at the team. I know Suzuki's helping us as much as they can, which is awesome. They've been great with us already. It's going to be a good relationship, and I'm excited to go home and get the bike to exactly where I want it and be ready for Anaheim.
The weekend was great. Start off last night was amazing. That's the first time I had a battle in a long time. I mean, everybody played everybody pretty cool. Nobody was trying to take each other out, and that was good. And tonight was a good fun battle. Brayton and Marvin had a little battle up front, and I kind of dropped off a little bit. I wasn't that comfortable, but hey, they were going faster than me. It just wasn't my night, and then Barcia started coming up a little bit, and me and him started getting into it. That was pretty cool. Of course, you don't want to be banging bars and stuff like that because it does slow the race down. But I felt like that was one of those things I needed to get back into that mode, racing like that. So, mean, we both tried each other a couple times. I remember one time around the corner, I kind of pushed him a little high, and I kind of threw my hand up. I was like, please don't crush me this next corner. So he did it. At least I don't think he did, but I know he did it. So that was good. And the last lap, he got me pretty good. He come over and said, he's like, I thought I finished you, but nah, man. He might have finished me. He didn't get the fatality though. So no, I was then I come back in and I gave him a little bang and ended up getting third. But overall, right after the race, he shook hands, and he's like, first thing he said, dude, that was an awesome race. He said the same thing. And he goes, we kept it pretty clean. I was like, yeah. I was like, none of us went down. So hey, overall, that was a great weekend. And I think everybody's safe. All the Americans. Wants to shout out to John Ames. Glad he's okay. And, we all get to go home and see our families. That's what really matters.
Hey, at this point last year, you had done just as many races. You did 3 Euro races and went straight into Supercross a couple months after. How do you feel right now compared to this point last year?
First off, this year, I had a ride. So I felt better way last year for sure. So yeah, that's not even, you can't even compare to apples. That's like an apple to a grape.
But I mean like physically.
Oh, physically? I'm alright, I'm good. Yeah.
I mean, hell, at this point last year, you had taken a couple spills. Like,
yeah, at this point last year, I needed to get my ducks in a row. This year, I think it's just, I don't know. I feel good for riding the bike that I got and just making it happen. I know every point counts, and I think I've learned a lot just from racing the season to win the championship this year. Trying to just be more consistent. I think that's the biggest difference, between now and last year, honestly, physically and mentally, whatever you want to say it. So, but yeah, no, for sure, difference. You can't compare apples to apples.
Yeah, pretty good. I started off really rough, actually. The first practice, I hadn't ridden Supercross in almost 3 weeks, and just flew back to the States from Australia all the way to Charlotte, and then flew here. And, see, I was jet lagged big time, so the first night was kind of a little bit rough to get going, and I honestly felt like I had the win on Friday night. Got into the lead, I think, with 5 or 6 laps to go, and with a few to go, my clutch just tightened up, and I didn't really have a clutch, so didn't do the rhythm the last few laps and couldn't really skim the whoop, so. Ended up getting third in that one. Then tonight was a little bit better, felt better in practice, won my heat, and had a good battle with Marvin, the main. So, but he beat me. He was better than me all weekend. Nothing to take away from him at all. He's riding really good at the moment. But happy to give him a battle for most of the race, and I'm super excited to get back to the States and be on the same time zone for a while, and start riding the 2017 450 Honda on Tuesday. So head back to Charlotte tomorrow, and then California on Monday. Start testing on Tuesday. So excited about it.
hey, usually around this time of year, you've already done a couple Supercross races, a handful, maybe 2 or 3. Mm-hmm. You've done a couple weeks of them now.
Yep.
Do you feel like that's going to be a really good thing because you're going to go in sharp, or do you think like, okay, I can't get burned out later in the summer or later in the spring?
No, I think it's going to be a positive thing for me. This one just happened to be a little bit rough because there was so much time traveling back to the U.S. and I didn't have a bike in Charlotte to ride Supercross. So, but I think my race fitness and stuff is really good from Australia. And the biggest thing is just not riding the 2017 bike yet, but I think it's going to be an easy transition. So it's cool that I can just focus on that when I get back home and not worry too much about race fitness and 20 lappers and things like that. So feeling good at the moment. Excited to get back and see the family and start doing some testing.
Yeah, another sweep. Yeah, great weekend. Obviously, once again the goal was to win and be safe, and good practice. So yeah, everything was good this weekend. Track was tough once again. You know, it got rutted, it got rough. We got good competition with Barcia, Brayton, and Stewart. So yeah, my starts were good, but man, that S turn right after got me a few times. And yeah, yesterday on the main, Barcia got me on the inside, and today on the Saturday, Brayton got me from the outside. So, you know, but we were able to keep on two wheels and get second off the start, so which was good on here today on Saturday. And yeah, good battles adjusting, and the whoops were tough, and I was actually, you know, going to jump them, and Brayton was going outside, but he saw me going inside, and then he started to jump from the inside too. So I had to pick another spot to go around him. Finally made the pass, and man, unfortunately I almost threw it away. I went off the track in the rhythm, and I was a little bit mad at me, but was safe. I was able to get back on the track safe. And win the second night here and get King of Geneva for the third time now. So yeah, it's awesome. I really enjoy the weekend here. It's tough, you know, to come here in Europe and build the bike from Austria. And thanks to Frankie for, you know, going all the way there, driving all the way, you know, to here or France a couple weeks ago. It's a lot of work. So thank you to Frankie and Red Bull KTM, the whole crew. But at the same time, you know, in races like that, you don't want to get hurt and, you know, and then miss the championship. So it's good to be safe right now, and moving forward to the new season. And next race will be Anaheim 1.
Hey, compared to last year at this time, do you feel way better? Like healthier, wrist is all good, no issues?
Yeah, I do feel better right now than last year. That's for sure. More comfortable on that 450. Setup is quite different than last year. You know, with the suspensions and then the way the bike is handled, and so it's good. I'm happy. Conditioning is good too. Obviously, we have a lot of jet lag coming here to Europe, but we deal with it, and we race at night, so it's not too bad. But during the day, it's tough. So, but yeah, I do feel better, and like I said, good to win, be safe, and go home.